Hey, okay, sorry. Guys, uh, I missed this. We are live now. I've been recording, I've been speaking for about 30 minutes, and I forgot to click on my, how do you call it, go live button. It is very, very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate, but we still go on with this. So, wow, at times you want to do something and you forget yourself. The whole day has been very hectic. And so, doing this here and there and stuff. And it's time to do this, this session. I've forgotten. I've been speaking for 30 minutes. I just realized I am not live. I just realized I am not live. And please forgive me. But what it is that this stream, this live stream, doesn't have any end point. Okay. And if you miss it too, you have a replay. You can always have a replay of it. So kindly forgive me. We are starting late, not because of anything, but if let me just bring a close shot to my face. You realize that there are a bit of sweat, although the AC is on, but I've been speaking for some time and I didn't realize that I've not actually clicked on the live button. So kindly forgive me, but we still go ahead with what we have because the video will be recorded. So please forgive me. Let me just send a quick message to the group, the TGN group. Yes. Okay, let me just do a voice audio. That will be quick so that I don't waste anybody's time. Yes. Hello, guys. I'm so sorry. I've been talking for 30 minutes. I didn't realize I hadn't clicked on the go live button. I've been speaking for 30 minutes until I think someone called and I realized that no, there might have been a problem. I checked and I still hadn't clicked the live button. So kindly forgive me, but still, we are live now, streaming live, and we are still going on with what we are supposed to discuss. If you missed the time or if you missed the session too, yes, then I think that you will get a replay. So we still go on with a discussion, and yes, kindly forgive me for being 30 minutes late. So I'll not waste too much time. I'll just go straight to the point. So kindly join us. Thank you. All right, these things happen. Please forgive me. Yes. So, yes, my name is Kwame Brimpong, and I am an entrepreneur. I'm a certified project management consultant from my certification from the Institute of Project Management, Ghana. And I do a lot of businesses here and there. I'm also a certified hustler, so I'm still hustling, okay? And I'm also the founder of Grow Center. Grow Center is a digital marketing and business support services business or company or organization. And TGN, I'm also the founder of TGN. TGN is the Growth Network. So it's basically a peer support system for entrepreneurs and professionals. So it's basically an organization that is bringing business people together, professionals together, so that we learn from each other, pick from each other, and see how best we are going to be able to support each other's growth, either in our career or our business. So please, as you watch me, the topic for discussion this evening, this video, is building a business operating system. Please, we are learning. So if you have any suggestions or any ideas, or if you know anything about the subject, you can feel free to contribute in the comment section. Okay, it will be very, very welcome. If you don't understand anything, to feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer you or express my opinion about whatever the challenge you have is. So let's just go straight to the point. Building a business operating system. So I have to restart everything again. Yes. So what is an operating system? Let's take a phone. If it's an Android phone, the operating system is Android. If it's an iPhone, the operating system is iOS. Okay, if it's a PC like HP and all these PCs, then you probably have the Windows operating system or the Mac, or I don't know, the tech gurus. Yes, I think it's the Mac operating system or whatever. Forgive me. Yes. Now, there's also something very, very critical. Okay, I think this will be, please, I'm live. I can't be picking these calls. So let's just go ahead. Okay, let me just pick and see if it's very, very important. Kindly just a few minutes. Yes, hello? Yes, I'm live. Okay, yes. So you see, our systems here are not that perfect. Okay, at times mistakes happen. So I'll just go. Let's continue straight away. Yes. So what is an operating system? The universe operates by an operating system. Okay. Anything or any entity that has a purpose but doesn't have a proper operating system cannot function. I repeat, any entity that has a purpose but doesn't have an operating system will collapse. And it can also have an operating system, but the operating system will not be that effective or efficient. It will also collapse. All right. It will also collapse. So that is it. And see, the universe is running an operating system, and the operating system actually makes things quite automatic. You see, we have systems and processes. I'll come to processes, but systems, one thing about systems is that a system is an intelligent entity. It is self-correcting. So the reason why we say something is intelligent is because when it goes wrong, it should be able to know that it's gone wrong, so it corrects itself. That is an intelligent system. So human beings are intelligent enough to be able to detect when things are going wrong and we correct ourselves. You understand? So that is how it is. Now, human beings run according to a system. So your chemistry and everything, how you function, you exist as a person for a particular reason. So if you are existing and you are failing to achieve that particular purpose, then probably your operating system is faulty. So a business should also have an operating system. A business should have an operating system. Now, let me ask a question. You're a small business owner, okay? And let's say you win a lottery to America, to the US, or let's say you win an all expense paid trip to Dubai to go chill for, let's say, a month, or let's say 3 months. Okay, all expense paid, food, everything, the hotel you sleep in and everything. I believe that most of you will not let this opportunity go. All right. But wait, can you afford to leave your business for a month, for 3 months, without worrying about whether the business will still continue or not? Ask yourself this question. So if you're a business owner right now and you can't leave your business for even a month, there are some people who can't leave their businesses for a month. Even at times, some small businesses can't leave their business for a week, for some days. If they are not present in their business for a week, the business will die off. So if you're running a business right now and you can't go out of the business for about 3 months, 6 months without the business having issues, then you need to think again. You don't have an operating system. You don't have a proper operating system. So the operating system is what is supposed to automate everything, what is supposed to make your business exist with or without you. Now, all these big companies like MTN will employ a CEO, a manager, or whatever, not to do anything, but to just come and manage the system that has already been built. So the business is successful because of the system that is working through it. You see? So if you're a founder of a business, you've started a business, your key things, or what is most important for you to look at is, one, you should have a vision for your business. Why did you form the business in the first place? What is the vision? Then the next thing you have to do is that get a team Okay, people that you bring them on board, sell the vision to them. So you need to sell the vision to these people and train them on how they are going to run the operating system you've built. So if you don't have an operating system, your team cannot function. You don't have a business. Then you are just self-employed. Okay, so once you get these people on board, then you train them on how they are going to manage the system so that they achieve the vision that you sold to them in the first place. So let's say it's about 3 things or 4 things. The first thing is you need to have a vision, the purpose for which you built the business. You started your business. Why are you in business? The next thing, you can't do it alone. So build a team around you, the right people, the skilled people. And one mistake we do most of the time is that when we are employing people or when we are setting up a team, we want to feel comfortable. So we try to get people that we are smarter than. We don't like being questioned. But the best thing that every entrepreneur would do or should do is that you should get a team that are smarter than you in their respective fields. So if your team members, you are smarter than all of them in their various roles, then you don't have a team. You're in the wrong team. You should be the one who knows very little in their midst with respect to whatever that they are skilled in. That is what you have to do. So you need to build an operating system for your business. Now, let's say you have systems and processes, but at times people ask, what is the difference between a system and process, or the operating system, the business system and processes? Now, the system, I would say that the system, for the word, let's say SISTEM, system, save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. That is what a system basically represents. So if you have a system in your business, if you're a business owner right now, you have a system, you'll be able to save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So I was telling the story of a friend I spoke to this afternoon when I hadn't gone live. I thought I was live. And this guy he produces, how do we call it? Smoke, the local traditional wear for the northerners. Okay, so he buys the materials from the weavers, then he will sew them and travel all the way to Accra to sell the smoke to people in Accra. And when he comes to Accra, he will have to rent a room, stay in there, sell all of these things, get them finished, and go back to the north. You see, you can't run a business like this. You'll be stressed. You don't have time. You don't have energy, and the business will die off. Okay, all these resources are non-renewable. Time is non-renewable. You can't, as people say that you can't step into the same river twice or something. I don't know if I'm right, but you can't spend time and get it back. For instance, some years ago, you were 15 years. Now you're not 15 years. You are not 15 years. So you are not guaranteed the number of years you have left. It is scary to think that way, but it should tell you that you should maximize all the resources that you have. You should really maximize it. So if you're a business owner and you're not maximizing your time, you're not maximizing your energy, you're not maximizing your health, which is the stress, because stress, according to scientific research, kills a lot. Stress is very dangerous. So if you are not prioritizing getting free of stress, and you are not trying to save yourself money, then why are you in business? Why are you in business? Your health will never remain the same. Okay, you are stronger. And even the kind of things you can do now as you are listening to me or as you're watching this video right now won't be the same things you'll be able to do the next, probably the next 6 months, or probably the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Your health will never remain the same. And it's more dangerous if you are above 40 years. Because at 40, your glutathione level starts reducing and your health keeps coming down. That is why it is important to get smarter from all your mistakes and all the experiences you've had in your teens, in your 20s, and in your 30s. So that life, as they say, will begin at 40. So you need to build a system for your business. I repeat, you need to build a system for your business so that you can save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Now, what are processes? Processes are basically steps that you put in place for all the tasks that are going to be repeatable. Okay, for all tasks that are going to be repeatable. So, for instance, how do you get customers? How do customers come into the business? All right. So let's say that you're on social media, people see your ad or people see your post, and what they do is that they DM you or they call you or they contact you. When a client or customer contacts you, what happens? After they contact you, you explain everything to them. Do you serve them the invoice? When the invoice is served and they confirm the order, you probably, if you're a manufacturing business, you probably send it to production. Once production gets it, what happens? When the order is ready, what happens? So how do your processes run? Yes, I still said processes. So how do all these steps run? Okay. So you exist as a business not to solve one problem. You exist to solve any problem that arises in the lifespan of your business. So far as the business exists, or you've not closed the business, every problem that comes, your business should be able to solve it. And it is the processes that are inside the business that make sure that you are up to task in solving any problem at all. These are processes. Okay, they are they are a set of steps that you need to have every time that you have to repeat them. Okay, every time that you have to repeat them. So for instance, if you have for example regular meetings with your customers, okay, or do you, like, let's say those of you who run online businesses, you send an email to the customer, they send a response, you then send them to a calendar link or a Google Calendar or whatever, they book the appointment, and after they book the appointment, all the processes follow. Okay, now the processes are there to improve effectiveness. Processes are there to improve effectiveness. But when you come to systems are basically the processes in the business, the people in the business, the tools in the business, and the interfaces. All of these come together to create the system. So we are calling it the business operating system because it is the software on which the business is going to run. So you, the business owner, if you are not around, your business will still run. If you're no longer, let's say 30 years, 50 years from now, you're no longer on this earth, or 100 years from now, you're no longer on this earth, your business will still live. So all the intergenerational businesses, the McDonald's, the KFCs, the Starbucks, and all these businesses have strong operating systems. And that's why it is important that you and I need to take important why we should build operating systems for our businesses. So we go straight to talk about what steps do you need to build an operating system. It is quite a simple exercise to do. But the first thing as a small business owner, you should take into consideration. I'll try and be very, very brief because I've wasted over 30 minutes already. So the first thing you need to take into consideration is define your vision, your mission, and your objectives. As we say, if you don't know where you're going, how will you get there? So every business exists to achieve a purpose. Every business exists to achieve a purpose. So if you're a business owner right now and you don't know your vision, or if you don't have a vision for your business, then I beg you, you're not in business. Okay, then the next thing you need to do is design an organizational structure. That is your team, the team that is going to manage the system that you've built. How tasks flow, what happens, who talks to who does what, who reports what to who. How do the people in the organization function and work together to achieve the purpose of the business? Then the next thing is standardize the processes and the workflow. Document them, make them a standard all over, so that tomorrow, if Mr. Chumasi leaves the business, you can bring in Adjoa Mansa tomorrow, and tomorrow morning, Adjoa Mansa will continue work and you'll still be able to serve your customers without even your customers realizing that you've changed manager from Chumesi to Ajomansa. That is the power of systems. And that is the secret of all successful businesses. That is what I am currently working on to build in my business. And that is what I entreat you to also work on to grow your business. So make sure that you standardize all the processes and the workflow. How do things flow? When workers come to work in the morning, what do they do first? After they clock in, what next? After that thing, what next? What next? Lunch time. Then they return from lunch. If there are problems, if there are customer complaints, how do you handle all these things? So document these, standardize them, so that anytime anyone comes in fresh, the business will still continue. Then implement performance indicators, okay, key performance indicators, your KPIs and your metrics. And this is how you check progress. This is how you check performance. So whether someone is doing well according to the tasks for which you employ them. So if the person is not performing, then you have to sack the person and bring in a new person. If the person is performing well too, how do you reward them and make sure they improve? So you should also implement key performance indicators and metrics to check. Then after that, what you do is you optimize your financial management. Finances are the lifeblood of your business. Finances. So from cash flow, from expenses, and all that. You see, the systems should have or should be built in a way that your finances are properly managed. So if you have a strong system, most of us, most small business owners, because we start from the sole proprietorship level, we have absolute control over the money that we make in the business. And we are most of the time tempted to do whatever we like with the money because there's no one checking up on the money that is coming. So if a client pays 5,000 cedis and I need to go and pay my kids' school fees, my wife will also be worrying me, honey, we need to pay the kids' school fees and all that. And the pressures, if you're not very disciplined, you misuse the money. And if you do this, you are stealing from the business because the business is a different entity, a different blood. So you are sucking the blood of your business, which is the money of your business. And I've had to face this struggle several times over and over again in my business. It has really cost me until I had to finally realize that I need to really push or put myself to that high discipline. So optimize financial management. Don't joke with it as part of your systems that you are building. Then what you do is leverage technology and automation. This is where it gets interesting. This is how or what determines whether your system will function or not, whether your system will achieve the purpose of the business or not. In my business, what we do, how we manage communication is we use WhatsApp. Okay, of course, everyone uses WhatsApp to communicate and all that, but we have WhatsApp, a system we've created, and I picked this up from a very good friend of mine. He owns a solar business, and I worked with him for some time in the solar business to help manage the business. And I picked it up from him, okay, that we use WhatsApp. Every money that is spent goes directly into WhatsApp. Every activity that happens every day, there is a WhatsApp group that we've created. So if it's marketing, we have the WhatsApp marketing group. If it's production, we have the production WhatsApp group. If whatever group, you can just create it like that. Then every day, whatever happens at every instance, let your workers post pictures into the group so that you understand how whatever. So if you are away, you can be away in Accra and your business is in Kumasi, but it will still be like you are there present. If you don't have a camera, of course, it's great. It's one of the best things to do to have CCTV camera in your office or in your shop so that you'll be monitoring all that. But the WhatsApp is also a very less expensive system to manage that, and also helps you manage your finances, your money. So whatever money request that comes, it goes into the WhatsApp group and you pick it up. Whatever money that is spent, whatever money that comes into the business. So use technology. You can use team management softwares like Trello. You can use Slack. You can use CRM softwares and other things. You should also have your website and other things and systems. There are softwares that you can also use to automate things. You understand? So what technologies are you employing to run your system. Then you look at fostering high performance culture. You see, you need to seek building a very strong culture in your business. And this has got to do with the people. So I mentioned that a system or a business operating system involves the processes, the people, the technology that you're using or the tools that you're using, and the interfaces. All right. So you need to build a culture where people recognize high performance. People really uphold the systems. People really work according to the systems and seek to make sure that they maximize whatever that they are doing. Then the final thing, you need to always be evaluating and improving the system that you have so that you can keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you see Chicken Man and Pizza Man expanding that quickly, it's because they have a strong system. If you see KFC everywhere, they have a strong system. If you see MTN always expanding or getting big or doing whatever they're doing, they have a strong system. So this session is just going to be introductory, and I'm only going to touch on the first part, which is having a vision and mission for your business. So if you want your business to run successfully, if you want your business to grow, please understand that you need to build the right systems. And it all starts from the vision of you, the business owner, the founder of the business. So if you don't have a vision and a mission, then why are you in business? Every business needs a clear vision. And the vision is the long-term goal. And you also need a mission, which is the purpose behind the business. And the vision and mission should drive the company's strategy and your daily operations. All right. So the vision is basically where you want to see your business in 5 to 10 years. So before you start penning down, okay, a worker will come, or okay, this is what we do in our business. When we open the shop, the attendants will do this and all that. Or no, consider the vision, where you want to see your business. So if your business is, let's say, Brimpong Bakery, for instance, your vision can be to be the go-to bakery in our city, known for the best organic and homemade bread. Let's say in 5 years or in the next 10 years, this is our vision. Okay, in the next 5 years or in the next 10 years, this is our vision, to be the go-to bakery. So like anytime people hear the name Brimpong Bakery, what should sound in their minds? What impression should they have? Okay, they should feel or they should understand that, oh, immediately they hear the name, Brimpong, this is the bakery that produces or that gives the best organic homemade bread. That is it, your vision. So every day when you and your people, or when you and your team wake up, okay, when you and your team wake up, all that you are doing is you are trying to push the business towards achieving this particular purpose or this particular vision. All right. Then what you need to do again is your vision. Sorry, your mission. Okay, so let me go back to mission. Yes. So you have the vision, but the mission is also very, very important. Why do you exist as a business? You see, and the mission is very important because it is what keeps you in business when times get tough, when things get tough. It is what keeps you. It is your reason for existence. It is your why. It is your why. As Simon Sinek says, your why. If you don't have a why, if you don't have a reason why you are doing something, why you exist, why you are in business, then when things get tough, you will not be able to continue because there will be no reason to continue fighting. So why does your business exist? So for instance, as I just said, Brimpong Bakery, then I'll also go like, well, our mission is to provide our community with healthy, delicious, and affordable baked goods using locally sourced ingredients. So the mission carries some sort of emotional tune to it, some sort of benefit, which is as outside monetary gains, okay, some sort of relevance, why you exist as a business. because it is what crafts the value that you are giving to people, your customers, to the world. And it's basically a simple principle that the world rewards value. So if you're giving so much value to the world, then of course you're going to be rewarded in monetary wise. And this is where your mission comes in strong. Okay? So you should have a vision and a mission. Then after that, you set your SMART objectives. So your goals must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Of course, this is more like cliche, but it is very, very important. So the objectives that you set, you should be specific about them. Most of you know this already. It should be able to be measured. Okay, so have we attained this? Have we gotten it? Okay, what shows? What will determine, or how will we be able to know that we've achieved this objective? Can we really achieve it? Are we realistic? Okay, is it achievable? And at times, we used to, some previous years when I started getting to know this SMART, okay, objectives, it was the R was actually realistic. But later it's been changed to relevant, okay, because realistic, most of the time, the great things people achieve in this world initially are not realistic. Okay, if you say realistic, you'll be boxing your innovation, your creativity. So you can be unrealistic, but is it really relevant to the markets that you're serving? Is it really relevant to the world? All right, and it should be time bound. It should be time bound. Okay, so for instance, you can say that an example of your SMART goal is increase sales by 20% within the next 12 months by expanding delivery services and introducing new product lines. So just look at this. Immediately you bring a new person on and he sees this objective. It speaks for itself. It directs the person what they should do, why they are there, when they will realize that they've gotten to where they are supposed to get to. It is clear. It is measurable. How you measure it, it is specific. What exactly do you want? Focused. It is also achievable because they've given a clear path of how they're going to achieve it, relevant, and there's a time frame according to how this whole thing is going to be done or achieved. Okay? Yes, so we move on. The next thing you have to do in building a system for your business is design an organizational structure. Now, this is important because the system needs people. So as I said initially, you need processes. You need to document all your processes. Document all your processes. Then the next thing is, which people are going to manage the system? Which people are going to run the system? That is when you have to design an organizational structure. That is when you need to design an organizational structure. So who reports to who? Who does what at what time? What happens if this happens? Who manages this sector? Who manages this sector? And all these people work together according to a culture to run the system that you've built. So in the next episode, in the next session that we have, we are going to also discuss how you can build an organizational structure. And I'll try and make sure that the next video will be quite detailed. Of course, brief, but will be quite detailed so that we take steps, practical steps. We are going to craft, or we are going to build a business operating system. There is also this software that you can use, or which I use, to manage productivity, which is Notion. Some of you may know Notion already. So after we do the next episode to really take us through how you can design an organizational structure, how the tools that you need, building the culture that is necessary, and automating all these things, we also look at the tools and the softwares you need to be able to build a structure for your business. And we are mainly going to use Notion. Probably we'll add other softwares like Trello and other things. So this is where I bring this session. I've tried to do it within about 30 minutes. I believe that we got something, some value from whatever we've discussed here. But the key takeaway I want all of us to recognize and take into consideration is that if you really want to grow your business, then you need to build a system. So what operating system, what systems do you have in your business? If you don't have systems in your business, then your business will really not function well. If you want to grow your business, you need to build the right system. So thank you so much for having time to watch and listen to this session. We'll continue in our WhatsApp community and keep discussing how best we can build a business operating system for our businesses and succeed and grow our business. Thank you so much. See you sometime later tomorrow or next week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.